6 companions go to a cave exploration in Shilayubi, reaching a narrow line of heat. Suddenly, click! A girl slips, crashing into a crack. The pain is like a tide. The helmet is stuck in the gap. The body is like toothpaste plaque squeezed into the rock crack. Will he get out of trouble safely? That's what we're going to talk about in the lumber class today after dinner. And spelunking. April 11, 2009. 6 friends head to dinner in Arizona. Oran Cave. Adventure. Team members include Teresa, Richard, Patrick, Ed, Mike, and Colin. This cave is extremely slippery, narrow space, and may be known for being suddenly filled with water. Enter it. It's like walking into a cold, wet maze. One wrong step can lead to accidents. Teresa covers the sun with her hands. Organize your backpack. Hidden in the rocky hills ahead. It's hard to find out if you don't know. They gathered their equipment before dawn. Finally, expert Richard reminds everyone to stick to the plan. Take no chances. Teresa has been involved many times before, but today feels different. Maybe it's heavy air. Maybe the desert is eerily silent. He shook off the uneasy feeling in his heart, arrive at the narrow hole with everyone. Arizona has more than 1,000 caves, but only about 10% are fully explored. Initial downside is relatively easy. The rock path slopes gently, but soon the boom narrows. You can only travel in one column. The further you go in, the worse it gets. The ground is not only slippery, covered in thick mud. Walking became extremely difficult, although it is not the rainy season. But water droplets are everywhere. The headlamp shines on the wall of the cave. About an hour later, they came to the most terrifying part, a narrow flame. Hanging above a pool of black water. The channel width is only the large corner of the skateboard. The angle of inclination is like a slide. Teresa took a deep breath. If you slip here, not just falling. Instead, it goes directly into the beach below, crabbing to the rock wall. One by one. Teresa goes first. Heartbeat like Thunder Valley. Every movement is crucial at this moment. How to boot step on rocks. How to find balance at your fingertips. On the way he saw a raised ocean block. Looks like the perfect breakthrough point. And he grabbed onto it. He snapped. Everything happened too fast. His body suddenly tilted. Slip. It's like stepping on ice. He instinctively grabs the wall. I saw the rocks scraping, but can't catch anything. Teresa fell into the mud. The air in the chest cavity is instantly squeezed out. That 55-degree slope is steeper than a normal roof. Make him go all the way down like a human sled. Mud is not only slippery, it's almost like a greased slide. His helmet hit the rock. Starlight flashed before my eyes. He was frantically trying to catch something. Nails leave swamp marks in the mud. But all in vain. The cave has captured him irresistibly. Sudden slope middle finger. Body emptying. At that moment, he jumped out of the second floor window. Fell nearly 5 meters. Click. He slammed into a crack. The pain came flooding in. The helmet is stuck in the gap. Shoulders bear the brunt. Then the body is squeezed into the rock crack like toothpaste. Cave pressure can exceed 100 per square inch. It's like a grown man standing on your chest. He's totally trapped. Every breath is accompanied by excruciating pain. The rock wall pressed against his ribs. Arms held high stuck on head. The angle is very unnatural. Pull the shoulders violently. The cold rock doesn't move. It made it difficult for him to breathe. He's like a cork stuffed into a bottle. And this bottle is made of hard rock. He can't move an inch, as if held in the fist of a giant. I want to use a straw with every breath I take. Inhale him completely trapped, like a fly stuck in a branch. Headache from head impact pulses like a classic. Neck burning. Blocked blood circulation. Fingers start to go numb. The more he struggled, the deeper the rock bit him. He can't move. Alone. Just a few inches below his boots. It's black water. If it goes a little lower, he will fall into the icy water. Incapable of swimming. Can't call for help. The teammates have now felt the rock. Call his name. Headlights dangling below. Illuminated him stuck in the rock, the helmet in the seam and the corner of the body. He's stuck too deep. Richard shouted. The team immediately launched a rescue operation. Baird return. Retrieve climbing gear left behind. By a narrow passage. It's like having a spare rope in the car. Everybody else pulls out their backpacks. Find all available items. And in the crevices, time seems to freeze. Teresa began to lose sensation in her arm. Every spasm in the ribs caused a sharp pain. The lungs struggle with hypothermic compression for oxygen. The cave is crushing his body bit by bit. Teammates use a rope of about 9 meters. The cable is fixed to a stable anchor point and reinforced with extra rope for safety. They lowered a light climbing ladder. The swinging of the ladder swayed back and forth in the descending style. But here's the thing. Teresa is stuck too deep. Almost unable to look up. His helmet was supposed to protect him from the fall. But now it's stuck in the crack like a nut. The rescue rope is just above his fingertips. But he can't see. I can only grope in the dark, trying to find a light switch in a dark room. Fingers bent to painful angles. Just barely poked the rope ladder, but the slippery mud made it almost impossible for him to hold. He tried to put his foot on the swing, but the leg was stuck. Can't move at all. He tried to push up. Boots hit on the slide. Slip and pull violently on the shattered ribs. He finally tries to pull himself with his arms. But my shoulders are on fire. The limit has been exceeded. He could barely move. You can barely bend your fingers. The team quickly switched strategies. And they fetched a set of climbing harnesses and to mechanical elevators. These ingenious devices can lock the rope, helping people climb the ladder. It wasn't easy to get the seat belt into his hands. They tied it to a new rope. Put it down carefully like fishing. For Teresa, the pain was beyond what he had ever experienced. The seat belt touched the side of his body. His numb fingers clumsily gripped the bag. Trance. Sluggish. But he's still trying. Wearing this seat belt is a nightmare. Bag twist. Small space. Every adjustment is difficult. After what seemed like hours of struggle, he finally fixed it. And then there's ascension. He tried to clamp the dirty rope with his muddy hands. The first attempt failed. Device stuck in mud. He took a deep breath. Wipe off the dirtiest parts. Try again. It worked this time. He moved up about 7 centimeters. Not much, but enough to change everything. He endured the pain, using all the skills of spelunking. Press your knees and elbows against the rock wall, slowly moving up like a caterpillar. The cave refuses to let go, as if fighting him, trying to keep the prisoner. At the top, the teammate points out his finger, finally out to the edge of the rock wall. Last ditch. Powerful arms grabbed his arms. When they pulled him out, Teresa is exhausted, collapsed to the ground like a soul evacuated. Muscle aches, burning lungs. The arm is as weak as soft noodles. But he got out. No time to rest. They're holding him, almost half and half, carrying through the muddy cave back to the exit. Until the cold night wind blew in his face. He really confirmed that he escaped alive. Teresa survived. But the system of the cave. Memories will always be with you. That's the end of today's video. See you next time.